Calico, crazy capital. Come on. Hold up, I'm in here. Push weight, but no gym near. Crazy balls, no drinks here. Shorty wet, no swimwear. I had to get, I had to hustle. Cook it up with the fiends near. Mel had the extended clip. You don't see curve with the. Yes, everybody. What is going on? It is your boy, Joe Calico. I am back with another one. We are on Calico's Cooling Conversations, man. And as you know, I'm always trying to find some interesting people that done dope stuff in their life. And then, we chop it up. So, as always, I have another special guest. I got somebody rocking with us from... Oh, Kristi, you from New York?
I am from New York, but I currently live in Miami.
Okay. Somebody from New York, but currently in Miami. Kristi Data. I got her in the building. And you was a physical trainer, but now I know you're an entrepreneur and what was saying, and well-being and
Yep, I've got a holistic well-being and a beauty business, and it's all online and it's global.
it's global. All right, so we definitely gonna get into that. So first, before we even start, I want to say, thank you for coming on. Thank you for rocking with us today. And
Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful. I appreciate it.
no doubt. So your love for the sports and the workout and everything, where did that come from? Where did that start at?
My God, so I'm old.
Oh, look.
So I'm a little bit older than most, maybe some of your audience, but I remember this distinctly when we had just finished a PE class, and I think I was in fourth grade at the time. And I noticed all of the boys shuffling over to the PE teacher's door, and he had a sign-up sheet. Back then, everything was pencil and paper,
Yeah.
not an online application. And I got in line and went to sign up, and my PE teacher was like, "Oh, no, this is not for you." And I said, "What is this?" And it's like, "For basketball tryouts. And you're a girl, so you can't play."
Okay.
And I said, "But we just finished basketball and I played with the boys in PE class. I don't understand." He's like, "No, it's a boys only thing. No girls allowed." And I'm like, okay. So I was really distraught, went up to my teacher, and she's, big into making sure the girls and the boys are equal and play together and all the things. And I said, "I'm really upset because I can't do this." And she's like, "Well, can't you? What are we learning right now in history class? We're learning about petitions. Do you think if you created a petition to play the sport you want to?" So she helped me organize the petition. I ran around the entire school, sent it with my dad and my mom, and my mom was a school teacher in the school district, and got 2 pages full of signatures, and started the first, at the time, I think the elementary school was called Otisville Elementary All Youth Girls Basketball Organization.
Okay. So you had a hand in starting. You had a hand in that.
Yeah.
And then
I love everything sports related. And for me, I feel like whether it's sport, any kind of club as a kid, whether it was, athletics or art, music, being in a group environment and a community that everybody's like-minded and encouraging and supporting each other is my jam. And I guess I kind of figured that out at a really young age.
So since you started playing ball at that age, you've been playing basketball been your sport, or you dabble in other sports?
I dabbled in others. So I stopped growing at 5'9", and that's kind of a shorty in the basketball world.
Yeah.
So then I fell in love with volleyball, and I ended up just wanted that to be the way that I got to school. So I worked my butt off all through high school, traveling to New York City, to Jersey for training, travel teams, and I earned a full ride to Clemson University to play volleyball for them.
Dope, a full scholarship.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. So, what you majored in when you was in
Corporate finance.
right?
Corporate finance, and I don't use any of it for what I do professionally. Go figure.
I had to ask though.
Yeah.
Super dope. So you did any other sports? You
I did play basketball. I played soccer for a little bit. I think I did some cross country running for like a year, and I'm like, no, this is not for me. And just there's something about being on a team and celebrating and working hard together. That's really what I love to do.
All right. So, like when you came out of college, did what what did you jump into? Was it like strictly to the like
I
this?
went into the restaurant business.
Okay.
It's kind of a really kind of yo-yo roller coaster story. I was always still like into fitness and working out, but I was paying attention to different market trends and different restaurant corporations at the time, and I was waiting tables for the Outback Steakhouse Corporation in the late 90s, in the mid 90s, mid to late 90s. And I just paid attention to what the stock was doing. My dad was also in, stocks and bonds and insurance. And so I jumped right into corporate restaurants and thought that was going to be the thing for me. And then just slowly realizing that that lifestyle led to some other not so great choices. And I just decided that, okay, I can't be in corporate restaurants forever. So when I think early 2001, I was living in Tampa, Florida at the time. I've kind of moved all over the place. And one of my regulars was a regional director for a pharmaceutical company. And he gave me an opportunity to interview. And that's how I started in medical device sales. And then as that career kind of has progressed over the past 15 plus years, I'm kind of tired of working for the man, if you know what I
Yes,
mean.
yes.
So I started partnering with an incredible global well-being and beauty company for the past 7 years. And it is now time for me to transition into that full time. And then I also got into values determination coaching. So I love it. I love everything that I do that's not related to making somebody else other than myself money.
Yes, yes. You definitely gotta work on your own dreams, right? And
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, so that's dope. That's dope. So with all of that, so now you're doing what you're doing. We
Hmm.
know you love that. And you teaching people how to make money also with your programs, right?
Yes.
So
Hmm. I do.
that's an interesting concept. So is it like is it a course? Is it a book? Is it like what are you doing?
So depending upon what you're really looking for like the company I partnered with, we, specialize in different customizable nutrition solutions as well as some beauty products. And I feel like nutrition and health is the foundation to everything in life, whether it's, it doesn't matter what you do as an adult for your living, your personal life, professional life, having a strong sense of health and well-being, that foundation spreads into the rest of your life. And so I work with a lot of women in my age demographic, either, late 40s, early 50s, and they are looking for a way to supplement their income, especially during COVID when so many things got shut down, turned off. I mean, my corporate job turned off, and thank God I had my side hustle to help me. But at the
Yes.
same time, I was helping other people, one, get healthy, because that's my main priority is I want you to utilize the system that you get, teach you how to use it, and then it's just organic how it happens. It's just like, if you're out with your guys and somebody's got on a new pair of Jordans or they come out with a new clothing line and you're like, hey man, where'd you get that? And it's just you share and you get paid for it. That's it.
Okay. Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So besides like what is your hobbies outside of the physical training, the sports, the very athletic lifestyle? Do you know?
I love networking and supporting other women's businesses and their entrepreneurial dreams and goals. So I belong to a couple different women's networking groups here in Miami. I meditate a lot,
Okay.
and I have a dog that I love dearly. So I spend a lot of time with my dog, and then just sometimes, to be honest, like just unplugging, right? Like getting off social media, turning off the computer and the laptop, just to kind of be and not stress out about everything else that's going on in the world.
That's cool. That's dope. So as far as diet, right? Diet. Are you like a
Mhm.
stickler on diet? Like or
I would say 90% of the time, I do feel like, every Friday, ever since I was a kid, was pizza day.
yeah. I agree.
do find myself having a slice of pizza once in a while on a Friday.
Okay.
But for the most part, I did bodybuilding and fitness competitions as well. So I'm pretty dialed in with my nutrition and what my body needs. That's changed and ebbed and flowed over time with different stages of my life. But for the most part, yeah, I'm not the junk food. I don't drink. I don't smoke. It's just later in life, I think I just value my overall well-being. So longevity is the goal, so I can function at a high level later on in life.
That's good. That's good. So, are you the friend that are you hard on your friends? Are you the one that's like, put that down? What are you doing over
No,
there? Or you just like,
honestly, because it's very interesting that you say that because whenever I get invited to go to dinner with friends, I always catch people like reading the menu and I'm reading the menu and then they'll look over and see what I'm looking at and then they look back down and I'm like, okay, let's just get this clear. We're out to have fun. If you want the cocktail, have the cocktail. If you want the cheesecake for dessert, eat the flipping cheesecake. Like
okay,
have it. Yeah.
yeah,
Like life is too short to be constantly restricting because what you're constantly resisting consistently persists. And so when I'm coaching somebody, let's just say for weight loss, if you're out with friends, have the dinner, have the meal. Just don't do cookies and ice cream every single day of your life.
yeah,
Moderation, because otherwise you're going to focus on the stuff that you can't have and you're going to be miserable and that's going to expand. So what you focus on expands. So if you focus on, I want to lead a healthier lifestyle, but indulge here and there. I mean, I had Halloween candy. I don't know about you.
yeah,
I
yes,
love
definitely
Halloween
did,
candy.
definitely did. The kids had a whole bunch of goodies in their bag. I was like, oh yeah, let me grab one of those.
Oh yeah, see? So
Okay,
I think it's all about just doing what feels good for you and not putting any judgment on it.
yes, makes sense. So you got into sports very young. So is it
Mhm.
a? Do you think children should be working out at a young age, or
Absolutely.
so like from what age you
Absolutely.
think you should have your child like on that
I don't know.
regimen?
I mean, it depends. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like, the Pee Wee football or soccer. It could be anything. It could be girls in dance, little boys in dance. It could be anything. But I feel like as long as there is some kind of movement and activity in their life, I mean, because yes or yes, how many times have you been out at a restaurant or walking in the street or waiting on the subway and you see the kids with this all the time and their
Yes.
head down? Like there's no like, hello, interaction. So I say the minute the kids have that opportunity to be socialized, put them in something fun.
Yes. And that's definitely my daughters, right? Like I watched my daughters come and they'd be so happy that their cousins is coming and it's gonna be a big
Mm-hmm.
family reunion. And I walk in the room, they all playing with each other, but they're all playing on the phone, so nobody's talking to each other. It's like
Yeah.
six people in the room, everybody looking at the screen. Quiet. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I wanted to
Yeah.
go
I
outside at
mean,
that age. I wanted to run.
yeah. I mean, that's right. And I know it's a little bit different and every area is different with their restrictions. And, I think the pandemic has changed a lot for what parents deem safe. But
Yeah.
overall, I think that's the thing that the human race is missing is connection.
Yes.
And these things are the biggest block to
Yeah.
that.
Biggest
And I'm
distractions.
guilty of it too. Yeah, I'm guilty of it too. I have a hard rule every day, 30 minutes, zero tech. I shut everything off, walk away from it. Either I meditate, go for a walk, or get away from it. But I think kids should definitely be involved in some kind of group activity for sure.
Okay. Alright, so I I hate working out, right? I hate working out, but I know I
Okay.
have to. So
Okay.
is like what is a workout that like a that like will work out the whole body, but not like a
Mhm.
not like a general spot. Like I know if I lift weights is the biceps. Is there like something that I could do that's like the whole body workout?
What was your favorite thing to play when you were a kid?
Sports wise,
At
basketball.
all?
Oh
Like basketball,
yeah,
right?
basketball.
So get out there and shoot some hoops.
Just
Just
take
move your body.
take a few shots.
Yeah, get out there, move your body. Then that's the thing that I think they get conditioned with what they see on Instagram and TV commercials and all the things that if you're not, you know, vomiting on the sidelines or puking over here and bleeding and, you know, beating the crap out of your body,
You're
you
not
didn't
doing it
work
right.
out.
Yeah.
That's not the case. That is not the case, because your mental state has just as much of an impact as what your body is physically doing at the time. So if you're sitting in the gym and you're doing bicep curls and you're like, I freaking hate this. Like, do you think you're actually going to get anything out of it? So I encourage people, especially when they're just getting back into the workout scene, find a few things that you love to do, move your body. It could be walking while your kids are riding their bike. It could be jumping rope. You know, just think of the things that actually made you laugh and have fun where you were moving your body, and start there and commit to doing it 3 times a week for 15 minutes. And then build up on it. Because the thing that's, you know, in this time of year is coming up, January, everybody's like, ask me, lose weight now, ask me how. 50 pounds gone in 5 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
join this gym, get this pill, work out this. Like,
All the
and you get
workout
bombarded with
gurus,
all this. Yes, you
they
get
they coming
bombarded with all
out.
this
They coming
crap.
out.
It happens every January, and that's actually February for me is my busiest time,
Yeah.
because people in January, they commit to the sun, the moon, and the stars, and they get overwhelmed and then they quit. Whereas I come in and I get you started now, implementing some smaller little attainable goals daily, and it becomes a habit, then we can move on to the big stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. So before the workout, what should I eat? Like, should I eat like Should I eat like a very heavy meal, or should it be something light? Like,
I mean, it depends on what type of workout it is. If it's, you know, just shooting some hoops and everything else, maybe something light so you have your blood sugars elevated, so you have some energy.
yeah,
And then I highly recommend anybody after any kind of workout, some kind of easily digestible lean protein. I use protein powders and protein shakes. Egg whites, something that doesn't have a lot of fat, but get that in the post-workout 20 minutes right away, because as the muscle is repairing, because that's where the muscle building happens. The workout is the breakdown part. It's ripping everything apart. It's how you recover that actually makes the biggest difference in when you're building lean muscle or losing weight, and how you fuel your body. I would just say eat something light and healthy.
like, all right. So your preference, like, is it a home gym, or you like you want to be in a gym?
I have so many. It's so crazy. Like, some people spend like absorbent amounts on shoes and clothes. I am a gymaholic.
Okay.
There should be a 12-step program for me, but
So you in the gym, not no home. You in the big gym with the.
yeah. So in Florida here, I mean, I think pretty much everywhere all over the country, gyms are kind of open now. So in
Yeah.
Florida, I belong to a gym. I have a personal trainer. Then I belong to a cycling studio called Soul Cycle. It's really big in New York. And then I have a boxing coach because I love to hit stuff. I don't
Okay,
know
so you
why, but
box too.
yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
I love to hit stuff. You getting it
I do.
in.
Every once in a while, you just need to like put the gloves on and hit the bag, and like all is well.
Very therapeutic, right? I get it.
Oh yes, very therapeutic.
Okay, so weights or cardio for you?
It depends on if I'm training for something specific.
All right.
So if I'm training for one of my fitness competitions, it's usually heavy weights and then steady state cardio towards the end of the training period. If I'm just training for, like right now, I work with my personal trainer on a lot of mobility, and we do a couple of heavier days.
Yeah.
But then I like to throw in my cardio, which is my Soul Cycle classes. So it's a combination of everything.
So you said like when you train for competition, so you currently doing competitions?
So I took 2 years off. I ended up in 2019 competing pretty steadily and heavily. And one of the things that happens with women is it kind of really throws off your hormonal cycle,
Yeah.
and it also throws off your gut health, which then leads to other issues with your adrenal system. So I went a little bit above and beyond and tried to do 4 fitness competitions in 8 weeks, which is a lot,
Yeah.
and basically ran my body into the ground. So it's taken me a year and a half to 2 years to get my hormones and my gut health back online. So I'm thinking maybe next year when I'm
Next year.
49, I might get back on stage. We'll see.
All right. So But these competitions, is it like what are you competing for in these competitions? It's like who's the
So when
strongest person? Is
oh no, it's all based on external physique, what you look like,
what you look
who's,
like.
yeah,
Okay.
it's very vanity driven.
Okay, so
So it's very intense, and you do a lot of hard training and diet manipulation for getting on stage, and all of 45 seconds for the judges to just pick you apart.
okay, so you get on stage.
Yep.
It's about 45 seconds. So I guess you walk out, you do a pose,
Yep.
you go about your way, and then they score you
And then
right
they
there.
and then they bring you back out, and then they'll kind of compare you to some other similar, because they do it by height and age, because I'm older.
Yeah.
So they do it that way. And then they kind of pick their top two, three, or four. And you can kind of tell in the preliminary parts, like who's going where in what position.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
And these
pretty
is
much.
cash prizes. I'm always asking about the money.
Yeah, they can be cash. You can win sponsorships and stuff like that. Some of it you just get a nice trophy.
Yeah, but that's you come from a background of sports, so I know you just want to compete. You just like I just want to
Oh
compete.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I did it, it was 40, that's 46, 46? Anyway, and I did really well. And so every year I try and pick one, I guess, fitness related something that I've never done before, kind of challenge myself. So I've never put on plastic stripper heels and a bikini the size of the palm of my hand and get on stage and say, okay, judge me. So I'm like, why not scare myself into that?
Yeah.
So I've done that, and I did really well. And somebody's like, you do know that you can now compete nationally and get your pro card. And I've always wanted to be a professional athlete. Well, I'm a little too short and too old for volleyball, so let's try this.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And you know, you dropped your age a few times while we was talking, right?
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, but then when you said it, it's like, wow, you look super young. You look very good. I know my wife is
Thank you.
watching. You look for your age. Wow, that's wow. So that's super dope. That's super dope. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by these competitions because I think none of these stuff is like televised or nothing, right?
Not usually. I mean,
It's like
they didn't have they shut them down for obvious reasons with COVID and everything else, but everything got shifted and moved down to Florida, and we don't really have restrictions down here. So a lot of the competitions and the bigger ones, national shows, ended up coming down here. So yeah, they're not televised, unfortunately.
yeah, cause you in Florida, right? So COVID really didn't slow that much down over there. Yeah, I'm in New York. New York was a different experience.
Yeah,
A very
very
different.
different. I was living in Brooklyn when all of this started to happen, and then at the end of August of 2020 is when I left New York
Oh,
City.
you
I could
recently
just
moved
tell.
out. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
recently
just
moved.
kind of saw the things coming, and I'm like, yeah, no, I gotta go.
But you was
Gotta go,
born.
gotta go.
You was born in New York.
hmm
In
Yeah,
what part of New York?
I grew up in Middletown, New York. It's Orange County up by West Point
West
near the
Point.
military academy.
Yes.
hmm
All right. So, and then you lived there your whole life till
Yep,
recently.
I grew up there, and then went to college at Clemson, and then and that's in South Carolina, and
Yes.
then moved to Charlotte, North Carolina for a couple years, then moved to Tampa, married, divorced there, and then went to Texas, then to New York City, then to Denver, back to New York City, and now I'm in Miami.
Oh, you've been around the country. That's
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
good. That's super good. That's dope. So that's very interesting. So you got to see a lot of stuff, and you lived because it's different everywhere you go. Stuff is
Yes,
different.
very.
You Carolinas. You said Florida. You said Texas. Those is like total like that's a shift every time you move.
hmm
I don't know. If I could keep making that shift. I lived in New York my whole life, so I haven't made that shift yet, and I want to, but it's kind of scary to make a shift.
Yeah, I mean, It's for me, I've always told myself, okay, what's the worst thing? And I do this with anything in life, whether it's business, where I live, um, opportunities, just like speaking in your podcast, like what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
You just end up back at home and that's it. But for me, it's always taught me something about myself in each and every place that I've been. And it's given me an incredible opportunity to network and make friendships that I never thought I would have.
Yes. Yeah. And
Yeah.
those friendships, they stick with you. Those friendships, they definitely
Yes,
stick
they
with you.
do.
All right. So your products. Let's get back to the products, to the business side of things. So you say
Sure.
you selling products. So what product? What
Mhm.
kind of products? Is beauty
So
products?
yep. So I partner with a holistic health and well-being company called Isogenics. They've been around for 20 years, and we have customizable solutions with nutrition for performance, weight wellness, everyday age, healthy aging products. And then we just launched an incredible beauty product called Collagen Elixir, and holy cow, this thing has just taken off like crazy. And so we are in 28 different markets across the globe.
All right. All right. And then
Yeah.
you selling these products online. Online.
I do it, yeah, online. So usually if, I start networking and people start asking questions about what I'm doing, or they see the things that I'm posting on social media, then it just becomes a conversation to see how I can best serve them. And if it's something for them, great. And if it's not, no big deal.
These products is targeted for females, or you got like
Nope.
males buying
I
them.
work with, I had a stint where I was working with a lot of men in their later, like late 40s, early 60s. They were in the dad bod phase.
Yeah.
So I had a stint where I was working with, I don't know why, but it just seemed to be the group that was needed the most service. So I've worked with them. I work with women that are, in my age. I've worked with younger, girls in their early 20s. It just depends on what they're looking for. And the thing that I have found the most rewarding and fulfilling about what I do online, the products are great. And if you stick with them and you use them, fantastic. It's the community and the friendships that have come out of this,
Yes.
and the personal development and learning leadership skills and how to run a business and being able to share that with people. I think about this all the time. Like, I had a girlfriend of mine in New York City, and her mom was severely overweight, and she started on one of my programs in coaching, and I got a text message from her saying, "Can you talk?" And I was like, "Oh Jesus, what happened?"
What I do now?
And she called me, and she started like getting like a little choked up, and she's like, "I just wanted to thank you. Today was the first day that I could go up my stairs without having to stop and heavy breathing."
And
And
that's
it's the stuff like that that just is priceless, because we may take it for granted, right? But to
yeah,
somebody else, getting up their flight of stairs is the biggest challenge of the day for them.
yes, yep. And you definitely out helping people, right? So that gotta be like a humbling, experience also, So that's super.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And then last summer, or 2 summers ago, before all the things changed with summer camps and stuff like that, I helped a mom start earning enough money to send her kid to the summer camp that he wanted to go to.
Yeah.
So, and you see a lot of things online, like have this big flashy house and car and stuff and things. Like, to be honest, the average person, when they take a look at the business opportunity, they're just looking for an extra $200 to $500
Yeah, this
a
will make
month.
some extra money. That's a fact. That's a
It's
fact.
not about, the flash and all the stuff. And for me, if I can help somebody earn what they're paying every month for their car payment and car insurance, or for their daycare, or whatever it is, then I'm a happy human.
No, yeah, that's a fact though, because like especially on YouTube, like before you click any video, you're gonna get bombarded with like all these fake gurus and these fake programs, and half of these people don't do what they tell you they do, and they make the money from actually you paying for whatever they selling. That's where the real money come from. So, like you said, most people just want some pocket change. And if we get there, we get there. We get to the, to multi-millions, we get there. But I just need something to, cover this job. This job ain't giving me enough. I need some extra money,
Yeah.
So that's what it
And
is.
especially this time of year around the holidays, it's when most people will go back into credit card debt because they're trying to, buy all the things, right?
Yes.
Do all the things. And if I can teach people, one, how to stay healthy through the holidays so they're not back against the wall come January and then they buy into one of those gimmicks, but also help them with some extra money for the holidays.
Yeah. So, like we brought up New Year's resolutions, right? So in January you're gonna have an influctuation of business, January, and then February, March. What percentage is gonna give up?
I would say the weight loss industry, gym, fitness, all of that stuff is a multi-billion dollar, maybe even
Yes.
trillion-dollar business. So for me, I work harder now in November and December to really help people prevent getting into that cycle of, okay, November and December, everybody's supposed to eat all the things, drink all the drinks,
Yeah.
cakes, and
Thanksgiving
holidays,
coming up.
right? All the things.
Yeah.
Have those moments, celebrate with your family, eat the turkey, eat the pumpkin pie, have the Christmas cookie here and there. But what if you could be ahead of the game? And then when January 1 comes around and you want to set some goals, I never like to say the word resolution. I like to say, let's set some healthy lifestyle habits or goals.
Yes.
Because I feel like that term resolution, I don't know, it doesn't stick with people. It doesn't stick with people at all. And then it's like clockwork. And I forgot to mention I have a women's empowerment event company called the Girl Gang Evolution. Sorry.
Plug it all.
So I did my last event in February in New York City, February of 2020, and then the shutdown happened. But my intention, especially, in February, that's kind of when everybody gives up.
Yeah.
Because they've been promised these microwave solutions that should happen in 5 seconds, and they don't. Or they're not sustainable. It blows me away. It does. I just want people to realize, like, it didn't take you 5 seconds to get to the state of being you're in now. Why would you think it's going to take 5 seconds to get you back to where you really want to be?
Yeah, everybody want instant success. Instant success. Yeah. Nobody want to put in that work.
Yeah. This is very true. I see it every once in a while. But then I get surprised sometimes, and then I see people that are like really ready to make a change.
Yes. And a good portion of those people might have been those instant success a few years ago. So they really, so they got over it. They're like, nah, we gotta do it right now, for real, for real.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's super dope. So is it profitable? Like if I have, I got a lot of content creators, a lot of people watching. Is that profitable for somebody? Say, I want to be like a personal trainer, a well-being instructor, maybe a coach. You find it like, of course,
I would say it's just like any other entrepreneurial venture. What you put into your business is what you get out of it.
Yes.
So there's not I'm going to be a personal trainer. I passed my personal trainer certification, and now I'm going to be, the next whatever celebrity trainers out there. Like those people, it took them years to get to where they are. And it's a lot of time and energy and effort. And what I love about what I get to do is I put in the time, energy, and effort, but I also leverage the ability to impact multiple lives when people start talking about their different stuff, their different products. And, let's just say you wanted to get started on a program with me and, all of a sudden things start changing and people start noticing. They're going to want to know what you're doing. Yes. So you share with them, and that's how you kind of earn referral bonuses. And then it just kind of becomes this domino effect. And for me, it is profitable, but it's work. I mean, unless you are that person that wins the lottery ticket and gets that big chunk of change up front, I can't tell you an industry that has a super success story that person didn't
You gotta
pay
put
their
that work.
dues,
You gotta
their
work.
time in. I mean, look at Gary Vee, look at Tony Robbins,
Yes.
and he's been around for years. And if you look at, some of the sports stars, like Tom Brady didn't just walk out on the field and he became this huge thing. Like he had his years of growth.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hold on, I just lost you. Say something?
Nope.
Okay, no, I
I'm
got
still
you.
here.
I
Can you hear
got
me?
you. I
Okay.
got you. So, do you shoot content? Do you do any type of
I
content?
do.
You,
I do. My Instagram page is at Kristi Data.
all right.
So there's some stuff on there that I have some, if you look in the highlights, there's some stuff in there about my girl gang evolution and who I am. And you'll see a lot of my dog on there because I am a real human being. And that's the other thing. Like, I swear to what you see on social media is really who I am.
Who you are. And I definitely
That's
got
what
to all the viewers, I definitely got Kristi Data's information in the description right now. I got her website, her Instagram, and her Facebook. So definitely get in tune, So
yeah.
yeah, it's in there right now. They go, you know what I mean? They gonna get in tunes. But you shoot content. So what kind of content do you shoot? Is it like motivational videos? Is it like tips?
It just depends on what my focus is. I've shot videos for like just short ones on just, I used to post this on Instagram and then it just kind of fizzled out. I wasn't getting a lot of engagement. I don't know if Instagram kind of, the algorithm changes like I change my underwear. So
Yeah.
you never know what you're doing on there anyway.
Yeah.
So I used to do, one of the things that I love to do most is I did a Woman Crush Wednesday interview every single Wednesday. And I picked a female entrepreneur and it didn't matter what arena of business she was in to interview. So I did a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I haven't really done. I just moved to Miami a couple of months ago, so I'm trying to like get my footing and bearings. So
Yeah, you gotta figure it
I'll get
out.
back on point with
It's like
shooting
a reset.
it.
It's like a reset.
Yes, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
All right, so that's dope. And then you will be doing more content again. You don't have a YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
I do not. And here's the thing, and I'm just kind of embarrassed. Like I'm not very good at YouTube yet.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
still
yeah.
learning
We gonna
it.
get
So
Yeah.
hopefully that's gonna translate soon into a YouTube channel.
All right. So I should have asked you this earlier when we was on the workout stuff.
Okay.
I should have asked you this earlier. Like, what are you listening to? Like in the headphones, like what music? What's gonna get you pumped before we go do this? We gonna do this crazy workout. Like, what's in Chrissy's tape deck?
I have, and it's a lot of DMX.
A lot of what?
It's a lot of DMX.
I could see that though. I could, yeah. I
Like
could,
just
I
like
could
that
see
in like that in your face, like get after it. Yeah. I don't know what it like. I've got I have a specific playlist, but it's a lot of DMX.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, because DMX will get that blood pumping. I know I'm ready to work out and I'm in the car. You know what I mean?
Do it.
Yeah. So that's a great answer. So, I mean, we've been rocking for a minute. Everybody, we got Kristi Data in the building. I got somebody, Roxy Diva 2 say hello. Yes, she looks amazing. So you get some love. I guess they talk when we move, But
Nice.
that's dope. That's dope. I got a few people rocking with us, man. Please like, subscribe, comment, leave a comment right now, man. And if you watching and don't like, why are you watching? You know, I mean, just like the comment, just like the video. Show Kristi some love, cause you just came from a workout with us. I did. Before this, you was doing so she was busy. Kristi's busy. Man. She is busy, but she's spending her afternoon with us. So yes, Middletown. So Middletown, New York. You've been to the city?
Yeah, when I left New York, I was living in Brooklyn. I was in Williamsburg.
Oh, okay. So you like it?
I did. I loved living in Brooklyn. I lived there and then I lived in the East Village in Alphabet City. And I'm a Brooklyn girl. Like, I like it
Yeah,
so
that's
much
why I
more.
asked. 'Cause I know it got to be a slightly different from Middleton, right?
Oh, yeah. Middletown is just kind of like the suburbs.
Middletown. I'm
Like,
saying Middleton. It's
yeah.
Middletown.
Yeah.
All right,
It's,
middle.
it's about 70 miles northwest of New York City. So it's kind of in the sticks,
Yeah,
so to speak, but there's nothing like New York City. I love it. I miss it. I miss the old New York every day,
yeah,
every day. I kind of get that little bit of a vibe in downtown Miami, a little bit,
yeah.
but there's nothing like New York, nothing at all.
All right. And then so you working out of a gym out there right now in Miami?
Yep, I work out in the Equinox Fitness Center. I know Equinox is a big gym chain in New York City,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where I find myself at least 2 hours a day.
So you said 2 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm usually there because I'll take a class once in a while, but I'll work with my trainer and then honestly, where the gym is, it's just super peaceful, so I can get a lot of my work done. They have like an outdoor upstairs like terrace with a infinity pool. It's almost like being on vacation.
Yeah. And then you don't personal train no more, but
I don't. I stopped doing personal training and group fitness when I left Denver, and that was back in 2018.
okay.
I love it, and it was a lot of fun. I love group fitness more than one-on-one, but it's just like it's almost like anything else. It's time for money,
Yeah.
and if I don't show up, I don't make money.
Yeah.
Whereas what I get to do with my online well-being and beauty business, if I don't show up, I'm still making
Still
money.
make money and you can scale it. It got
Yes.
scalability, so that's what we're looking for. Like I said, I have a very 'cause I got two YouTube channels. So I have the
Okay.
channel we live on right now, but I have a whole nother audience on a whole nother channel where it's strictly about business and you know the discussions are all entrepreneurship. So
Yeah,
my audience definitely understand what you're saying right now. You know, they
that's
definitely
amazing. Thank
understand
you.
because that's you gotta. Not everybody is supposed to be a boss. I first want to say that though, because you know, not everybody's cut out for it. But if you
Yeah.
cut out for it and you have the stomach to deal with the stuff that's gonna come along with it, because it's not all glitz and glamour. You know, it's a lot of it's a lot of bull. I want to curse, but it's a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? That
Oh
comes with
yeah.
it. You know, you gotta be
Oh
able to
yeah.
stomach it. You
Yeah, I
know?
feel like entrepreneurship has taught me some of the biggest life lessons of how to respond versus react,
Yes.
and taking like the experience that's happening and trying to see the lesson or the gift in it versus like,
Yes.
why is this happening to me? Where it's like, okay, so I obviously created this with a choice or something. So it's here to teach me something, but it could be a gift and a lesson wrapped up all in the same time. And you're right, entrepreneurship is it's definitely not for
It's not for everybody.
everybody.
And
You know? And that's
that
okay. And
that's
that's
all right.
okay.
That's all right because you need the worker bees. You need the worker ants in the colony. You need those people.
Hmm.
It's just you just don't want to be doing something that you hate or you dislike. You know.
Yeah. That's why I'm leaving my corporate job of 15 years next year.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited.
Congratulations on being free.
You have no idea.
Free.
No idea. Oh
So
yeah. Long time coming. Long
so
time coming.
that's super dope. So yes, Chrissy. So before we get out of here, Chrissy, I
Mhm.
just want I could call you Chrissy, right? I left
You
the
call
dad
me
out. I could call you.
hey, some people call me Data. That's, it is what it is. Whatever you want.
All right, cool. We family now. You on Calico's Cooling Conversation, so we definitely family now. But I have everything in the description, but I guess you could just tell everybody where they could find you, where you know, where everything is at. I know your
Okay.
Instagram.
Yep. So it's at Kristi Data, and that's KRISTIDATA. That's Instagram. KristiData.com is my website. I'm also on Facebook, and same spelling, just Kristi Data. And then I do have my Girl Gang Evolution page. It's at Girl Gang Evolution. Hasn't been a lot of content put on there because we had to stop doing in-person events.
Yeah. And
but I am bringing that back in February of 2022 here in Miami. So stay tuned. There will be a powerful women's event. I'm really excited.
and is that on Instagram?
Yep.
At Girls Gang Revolution.
Evolution. Yep.
Evolution.
At Girl Gang Evolution. Yep.
Oh, you leaving the fellas out of that one. You leaving us out.
I figured you guys have your own stuff going on. We just want to make it about the ladies.
About the ladies. Give it up for the ladies. Look, definitely, I want to thank Kristi for rocking with us. Hold on. What's it, Carol? Yes, I want to thank Kristi for rocking with us. You know, she gave me some educational tips, man. I'm about to get on the basketball court. I'm about to get on the back. I'm about to get moving after this. You gave me some motivation because I've been playing. I've been playing around, man. And, you know, health is wealth. And we want to chase our dreams. We want to stack money. We want to do all these things. But we don't take care of ourselves. So then it's like, if we do achieve these things and you win, you win your dreams and you get your accomplishments, but your health is not in order, how long do you think you're going to enjoy these things?
Yeah.
So that's a super fact. That's a super fact. Kristi, thank you for rocking with us once more, Thank you for giving because, my audience probably doesn't work out. They probably drink a whole lot. I don't know. This is, you get some knowledge today. You get something to think about.
I mean, listen. Like I said, everything in moderation. Have the cocktail. Have the cheeseburger and fries once in a while. And if you're really looking to make a change, pick one thing. Pick one thing.
Start with one.
Whether
right?
it's to drink more water, move your body 2 to 3 times a week, maybe stop drinking soda, whatever that thing is, pick one.
Yes.
And then build on it. Because when you try to do all the things all at once,
that's when you fail.
It's just a recipe for disaster. So pick one thing.
Makes sense. So yes, that was Kristi. She was super dope, right? She was super dope. We gonna run the numbers up on this interview. I'm gonna be tagging Kristi a whole lot with the Instagram clips. We gonna run it up. But thanks again for rocking. You guys definitely follow me on everything. It's Crazy Capital Media. We on YouTube. We on Facebook. We on Instagram. We still working on the website, but it is up. Okay. But it's not fully done. It's www.crazycapitalmedia.com. Definitely check this out. I got all Kristi Data's link in the everything is in the description of this video. So go show her some love and say, yo, Callie sent me. Say, Callie sent me. But we gonna be stalking her on Instagram. We gonna be tagging her, and we about to turn it up on Instagram. You know what I mean? Kristi, thank you again. Yes,
thank you. I so appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, Calico.